A major demographic shift is underway in the United Kingdom, and it could reshape the country's future in ways many people aren't expecting. According to new projections from the Office for National Statistics, the UK is set to reach a turning point starting in 2026, where deaths are expected to outnumber births every single year. This marks a significant change. For decades, the UK has relied on natural population growth, more births than deaths, to sustain its numbers. But that trend is now reversing. So what does this actually mean? Well, despite this shift, the UK population is still expected to grow overall, but much more slowly than previously predicted. Current estimates suggest the population will reach around 71 million by 2034. The reason it's still growing comes down largely to migration. Over the next decade, around 6.4 million babies are expected to be born, but approximately 6.9 million deaths are projected. That creates a natural population decline of nearly 500,000 people. However, migration is expected to offset that decline. About 7.3 million people are projected to move to the UK, while 5.1 million are expected to leave. This results in net migration adding roughly 2.2 million people to the population over that period. But even migration trends are changing. Experts say the surge in migration seen around 2023, when numbers approached 1 million, is now being treated as a temporary spike rather than a long-term pattern. Numbers have already started to fall, and future projections assume more moderate levels. Beyond the numbers, there's a deeper shift happening within the structure of the population. The UK is aging, and fast. By 2034, around 1 in 5 people in the UK is expected to be of pension age. This group is growing faster than any other segment of the population. At the same time, the number of children is expected to decline significantly, largely due to lower fertility rates and people choosing to have children later in life, or not at all. This creates a serious imbalance. While the working age population will still grow slightly, it won't keep pace with the rapid rise in the number of retirees. And that has major implications. An aging population puts increasing pressure on the NHS, as older individuals typically require more healthcare. The state pension system, which depends on a strong working population. Public finances overall, as demand for services increases. Experts warn that the challenge isn't just about having more people, it's about having more older people with greater needs. There are also concerns about end-of-life care services, which may struggle to cope with a rising number of deaths in the coming decades. The UK government has already taken steps, such as increasing the state pension age and adjusting immigration policies. But many analysts argue that these measures alone may not be enough. The bigger issue is long-term sustainability. How do you support a growing elderly population with a relatively smaller workforce? How do you fund healthcare, pensions, and social care without placing too much strain on younger generations? These are the questions policymakers will increasingly have to answer. It's also important to note that these figures are projections, not exact predictions. Future trends could change depending on birth rates, migration policies, economic conditions, and social behavior. Still, the direction is clear. The UK is entering a new demographic era, one defined by slower growth, an aging population, and a shifting balance between generations. And the decisions made today will shape how the country adapts to that reality in the years ahead.